Honestly, this is probably one of the hardest videos we've ever done on the channel, but after spending time with the Apple Vision Pro watching mainstream media reviews from tech enthusiasts and lovers of the XR space, we've come to realize that the Apple Vision Pro really isn't a product to be reviewed, but more like a vision to be viewed. Let us explain. The Vision Pro has been out for a few weeks now, and after spending an insane amount of time within the headset, Joy and I just kept hitting roadblocks trying to review the Vision Pro, and we ended up realizing why. Fundamentally, we realized the Vision Pro isn't an actual product yet, but Joy is way better at explaining our hypothesis than I, so I'm going to hand it over to her to explain. Take it away, Joy.
The Apple Vision Pro is just that. It's Apple's vision of a spatial computing future. An early glimpse of what computing would look like without boundaries or limitations. Now, this concept is not new. In fact, Jay Dunn and I have technically been doing spatial computing for a while now with devices like MetaQuest 3, MetaQuest 2, and also MetaQuest Pro, which actually laid the blueprint for a standalone mixed reality and virtual reality headset. No, the MetaQuest 3 is not capable of currently running more than 3 apps at a time, but also there's not 3 to 4 compelling apps I need to run on Vision Pro at the moment either. We realized after spending an extensive amount of time in Vision Pro that the real strength is the ecosystem, and the heartbeat of that ecosystem is developers. The problem is developers haven't had enough time with Vision Pro, as most independent developers only had the device for only a few weeks. Also remember, currently the Vision Pro is not sold outside of the United States, which also limits how many developers can get their hands on it. Why would Apple limit this? Some would say it's due to manufacturing, but we don't think so. We think it's because Apple themselves are still trying to figure out who this type of device is really for, and also at the same time using the data they have with the 200,000 to 300,000 user base to fix bugs and study use case habits that are forming early to help shape software updates and new versions for the headset. This is why we technically cannot review it, because it's not technically a refined product yet. However, what we can do is view it as a vision. And for that, I'll send it back over to Jay Dunn.
Believe me when I say this, we love the Apple Vision Pro because there's areas in which it enriches our lives like no other device truly has. We're deep in the Apple ecosystem, and like Joy said, the biggest strength of the Apple Vision Pro is Apple's ecosystem. Being able to respond to text messages while being in headset, FaceTiming a good friend, playing a game while also jamming to some chill hop is literally everything I thought it could be. That in itself is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the M2 power, because it's barely honestly being used. I mean, think about the power you have to be able to run Logic Pro and Final Cut at the same time on this device, but that's the problem. You can't. Logic Pro and Final Cut are not available yet on the Apple Vision Pro, not even in iPad compatibility mode. I mean, what's going on there? So we are just stuck dreaming about what it would look like to have these apps running on Vision Pro natively. This is why we say the Apple Vision Pro is a vision. Even Apple is still hard at work converting its core apps over to be native. This doesn't mean that developers aren't building native applications. Adobe has already promised to bring most of their apps over to the Vision Pro, and that's really exciting to hear. Independent developers are literally dreaming up all new visions for this platform. I never thought I would pay 99 cents for a bonfire that basically puts a bonfire in any environment I want and just gives me the ambience like I'm sitting by a campfire. And that is just something that's incredible, being able to do that while I'm maybe reading scriptures or maybe have some piano music meditating in the background on top of the mountaintops. It's just one of those things you just have to experience for yourself. Listen, I can go on and on about all the things we use it for, and we will, but that's not what this video is all about. We honestly just can't recommend this device to anyone at the moment because even though on paper it's a powerhouse, it's just not ready for prime time, and that's okay.
Yeah, we bought it so others wouldn't have to. We will go through the pain points and find the diamonds in the rough in the App Store, and we will be the first to tell you when it's a device we can recommend. And honestly, we don't think that day is too far away. It's just
not yet. Just not yet. You know what is now? You know what else you should be continuing to check out? This channel. So why don't you subscribe? Why don't you hit that thumbs up? Why don't you comment below? Let us know how much you enjoyed this content and hit that bell notification so you can know the next time a video comes, because I promise you, we got a lot more content coming real soon. It's the Getting Things Done fam, and we'll see you next time. Peace.